So the Bitcoin finally did something interesting on the charts. Welcome back to CryptoWealthy channel, guys. In today's episode, we're going to do technical analysis. As I mentioned, the Bitcoin finally did what we predicted, which is breaking up this level of support over here that we have. We're going to see where the Bitcoin could actually stop with this dropping. Is this the bottom actually or not? And which indicators and which patterns are showing us repeatedly, and what do they mean for the next step of the Bitcoin price. And now let's get started. I also mentioned in the previous video that we're going to do specially technical analysis in one video, and in another we're going to do just the news. And if you're asking yourself why the resolution is like this, it's because of technical analysis video, while on news we're doing the normal resolution. In this resolution over here we can see the full chart also, and it's more better to look at it. So currently we're trading on above $6,900, and for now Bitcoin is trying to actually find some sort of a level of support over here. We can see also decrease in volume, which means that on 4-hourly chart we still didn't have some big push in the volume, except this candle over here when we broke this level of support over here. Now, one very important thing to mention is this rising wedge formation played out, and I don't think it's over yet. So this could be actually continuation pattern on the way to the downside. One thing that we need to say and mention is retest on this level of support. Whenever the Bitcoin price or whatever price breaks some kind of a level of support or resistances, it tends to go back and retest it. We have two different retests, which means direct retest if the price will go directly and hit this level of resistance right now and continue on the way to the downside, or you have a round retest, which means that the price will go circle before retest and then plunge on the way to the downside. So if we switch on one daily chart, we can see that this move was pretty parabolic over here, and the Bitcoin price had to do something. We're going to look what the 20 exponential moving average on daily chart did. Right now we have the pretty good support from it, and we are still retesting it because today's candle is still not closed. Also, we can see, as I mentioned in many previous videos few months ago, actually this level is very important and nobody watched it. That's $7,400, where we retested it as a resistance and as a support many times before, and right now we are also there retesting it. Actually we declined it and found some sort of a level of support on 20 exponential moving average. Now, also very important thing to mention, like we did in the previous technical analysis video, if we bring other moving averages, we can see that $7,400 gave pretty good resistance together with the 50 exponential moving average, and that's additional pressure from the Bitcoin bears, which means that the price had to actually explode and play out the whole structure of rising wedge formation over here. Now, one of the problems that we are facing over here is the volume is still decreasing, so we still didn't have some major pump, because if we're going to have some major pump, as you can see over here with those candles, we should have the big candle, which means that this drop maybe is not over yet. That means that we could break 20 exponential moving average and continue plunging on the way to the downside. Now, how deep this could be, we still don't know, but we do have some theories over here that I'm going to bring, and we're going to do some history technical analysis that this already happened few times, actually many times, and how big the plunges were. So as you can see over here, whenever the price went too parabolically and we were actually pretty far away from this 20 exponential moving average, whenever the price recovered over here, we had the Bart Simpson pattern over here, and then the drop to the 20 exponential moving average. We're going to try to find some sort of a patterns in the history also to see how the Bitcoin price actually reacted. As we can see over here, if we exclude the other moving averages, just to be more clear, we can see over here whenever the price went through 20 exponential moving average after big decline like we had over here, so it's pretty similar and the same thing. We did consolidate above this moving average, and after that we had significant drop on the way to the downside. If we go further lower, the same thing also happened here. Bart Simpson pattern and drop. The reason why is this happening is because the price went too significant down, far away from 20 exponential moving average, which should indicate big reversal near 20 exponential moving average. That also happened, but also price went too parabolically on the way to the upside, which means we went on the downside afterwards. So what the price actually needs to do is something like it did in 2019, bottoming out over here, which means that we had retest on 20 exponential moving average, then jump all over again, retest again, and so on until we had some clearly build up level of support on the way to the upside. Now what happened actually over here, if we come back on the live version, we can see that the price went too far away from 20 exponential moving average all the way to the downside, went back to retest it. Right now we broke it, of course, we find level of support, but unfortunately we have been declined from some other resistances, which I think that they are big, and I do think that price could plunge further lower. Now one of those resistances, we discussed about them many times in the previous videos, and those moving averages are actually giving us resistances, which is 200 daily moving average together with 100 and $8,000 psychological level of resistance. Why am I saying the psychological level? Is because many traders, investors, and even newbies are watching that level, and they're selling orders a little bit below this, which means that the walls are actually all over here this place, and in order to break all of those moving averages and the levels, we do need to see those walls tearing apart. So what Bitcoin next must do actually is to bounce back from this 20 exponential moving average. Then we need to break $7,400, find level of support. It's very important to find level of support first, so we can build up this level in case when we retest $8,000 and this very important moving average, which is 200, to actually after decline have something to hold us, because above us is very strong resistance, I think, and below us is not so great level of support. So this is why it's important for Bitcoin to actually build up level of support before it starts going on the way to the downside, because bulls will be tired if they just continue go on the way to the downside. When we run out of money, then we're going to push further lower, which means that the bears will take control of the market all over again. The most important indicators that you need to watch right now is what is going on with the volume. I'm not saying you to trade by the volume, that's not so clever, but you need to watch volume. If we do have sudden spike in the volume, that means that the big move is actually going on, it's happening, and that means that the momentum could actually stop soon. Now if we bring the MACD also, that's very important. I told you to watch MACD always. On daily chart we can see that histogram is showing us fade out green color over here, and this momentum is starting slowly to decrease, and probably those two moving averages, if this continues to go on the downside, will cross and starts getting back in the bearish territory. Relative strength index is still on some sort of a way above level of 50, but I already told you in the previous videos that the price needs to be and stay above a level of 50, which means that the price could be still bullish. Whenever on daily chart the price is above level of 50 on the RSI over here, then it's bullish, and whenever the price is on the downside, as you can see over here, it's pretty bearish, so it's in the downtrend. Also over here you can see that we were bearish after this drop over here, and over here you can see that we were below 50. Also on this rally we were on the way to the upside, as the RSI is showing us over here way to the upside, of course above level of 50. So right now we are still holding above level of 50, but I don't think we will hold this for too long if the price starts breaking 20 exponential moving average level of support that we have right now, and we are actually depending on it not to go back into this bearishness. So to sum it up, we need to see Bitcoin above $7,400. It's very important level of support and resistance. As you can see over here, we had clear decline from this level, and no YouTubers, unfortunately, except Alessio Restani, has been talking about this recently. So you guys need to pay attention to $7,400 because there we do have some pretty significant resistance, as the price is actually showing us here on the chart. Also on this level, the whole structure is standing. As you can see, we have a clear retestes over here in 21st May 2019 and also July. So yeah, the price is very respecting this, very much respecting this level. I do think that we should also, now as I mentioned, if we break this level, find level of support, next level to watch is $8,000, of course, because of all moving averages that they are standing there and waiting for us to hit. So if you're trading this, please be careful because the price could go anywhere right now, but for now I'm still bearish until I see some build up level of support, until we build up some strength, especially when the halving hits the road in 1 month or so. And after that, probably we're going to have a less pressure from the bears and the miners that are dumping 12.5 bitcoins per 10 minutes. Instead, we're going to have 6.25, which is very important for the whole crypto market. Of course, if the demand stays the same or even increases, then the Bitcoin price could go parabolically, pretty much insanely, especially if we hit $15,000 or $20,000 in these bear markets right now, in this crisis in the world, and the FOMO hits the road. So many dumb money and people starts buying it and push the price further on the upside, as we had this parabolic move over here. So make sure you are following our videos, subscribe, like this video. Also, it really means to us to build up this channel, and I'm going to give my best to give you technical analysis that could benefit you and actually push you away from the herd, and to have a little bit more knowledge about Bitcoin charts, what you should watch and pay attention on. About prediction, it's still too early. We need to see where the Bitcoin will break. Right now we are bearish now, unfortunately, because we broke this level of support that we were climbing since this flash crash on 12th of March. But after breaking this 20 exponential moving average or $7,400, we're going to put some predictions where Bitcoin could move. For now, let's just observe it. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, because I'm uploading there pretty much daily, so you will be updated with the technical analysis, charts, and the news in the crypto space in general every single day. I want to thank each last one of you for watching our videos, ladies and gentlemen. As and always, until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.